Welcome to the National Science Foundation 2022 Robert Noyce Teacher Scholarship Program Summit. This session will be on awards management and will be presented by the Division of Grants and Agreements, also known as DGA. My name is Denise Martin, and I am a branch chief in the Division of Grants and Agreements. I manage the team that supports the Education and Human Resources Directorate, as well as the Mathematical and Physical Sciences Directorate. DGA is a division within the Office of Budget, Finance, and Award Management. Today, we will cover a few general award administration topics. We will talk about who DGA is, grantee and PI roles, participant support, post-award actions, and then provide some hints and tips. DGA is a customer service-oriented organization. Our staff include warranted grants officers who have the authority from the federal government to obligate federal dollars on behalf of the National Science Foundation. We review the recommendations from your NSF program officers and obligate the awards. We review the proposals for administrative and financial compliance in accordance with the solicitation in which the grantee and you, the PI, applied. Let's talk about the roles of the grantee versus the principal investigator. The grantee institution is the organization in which NSF has provided the funds to support the research activity. They are legally and financially accountable for the award. The principal investigator is the person named by the grantee institution to conduct the research and handle the technical and scientific parts of the award. So this is a reminder, the award actually belongs to the grantee, not the PI. Generally, DGA will work closely with their sponsored research office. The PIs generally communicate more with the NSF program officers. DGA encourages the PIs to contact their sponsored research office for award administration advice. They are generally equipped and have the knowledge on NSF policies and procedures, as well as federal guidelines to protect not only the organization, but you, the principal investigator. Let's talk now about participant support. What is participant support? It's a unique cost category to NSF. The category provides support for non-employees of the organization. It usually provides stipends, travel, subsistence, or other costs to support research or traineeship program. Participant support cannot be rebudgeted without formal NSF approval, the approval of the program officer. A request must be submitted in the NSF electronic database. Next, we'll cover some common questions that we get about participant support. May human subjects that are being paid as survey takers be considered participant support? The answer is no. The participant support of the budget may not be used to provide incentive payments for research subjects. Another common question that we get related to participant support. May I include conference speakers in participant support costs of the budget? The answer is no. The participant support category is for the support of the participants or trainees only. We would like to rebudget our NSF funds to move funds out of participant support. Do we need NSF approval for this? Yes. While NSF does provide rebudgeting authority for many other categories, you must receive the approval of the cognizant NSF program officer to reallocate funds out of the participant support category. However, you can move funds into that category. Let's talk about NSF and post-award notifications and requests. Generally, NSF authorizes grantees many flexibilities, but some will require NSF approval. Now let's talk about post-award actions like no-cost extensions, PI changes, and subawards. Most of these will require NSF prior approval. There are two types of no-cost extension, a grantee-approved extension as well as an NSF-approved extension. The grantee-approved extension is a one-time free extension that allows the grantee to notify NSF that they want to extend the end date up to 12 months. You will not receive a formal amendment from NSF in regard to this extension, but be mindful, this one must be used first before requesting an NSF approved extension, or this type of action would be voided. The second type of request is an NSF approved no-cost extension. Generally, this extension, if submitted on time, can be approved by the NSF program officer. But if they need assistance, they can reach out to the Division of Grants and Agreements. If the program officer cannot approve the action, the recommendation will be forwarded to DGA and be forwarded to DGA, and the grant for review and an official amendment would then be issued. PI changes as well as subawards will require NSF approval. Some of you may be familiar with the old NSF legacy system FastLane. Be mindful that FastLane will be going away in January of 2023. Thus, we encourage you to become familiar with research.gov. Let's talk about some keys to success. Please make certain that you have an active PI and that they are submitting their reports in a timely fashion. Manage your funds and make certain that they are allowable, allocable, reasonable, and necessary. Know your reporting requirements, whether or not it be an annual progress report, a final progress report, or project outcome report. Also, establish written policies and procedures with access to all persons participating in the project. These are some common delays that we see in the Division of Grants and Agreements for proposal processing. We've talked about this already, overdue reports. Please make certain that your principal investigators are submitting their reports in a timely fashion. If they do not, it could hinder future funding for that principal investigator, as well as any principal investigators associated with him or her on an existing award. It will stop future funding, as well as no fund actions like PI changes, subawards, and no cost extensions. Please be mindful of your proposal budgets. Participant support. Know the definition. We covered it a little earlier in the presentation. Subawards. Be sure that the subaward budgets and the justifications are included as part of the proposal budget, where this is a transfer of effort is anticipated. If not, you'll have to submit it later, or NSF may withhold the approval for you to enter into the arrangement with the subaward. Other direct costs. Please make sure that you are clearly justifying each of these line items in your budget justification. Watch out for unallowable costs. The budget justification should be very detailed and show each item and their uses. Also, be mindful of your indirect costs. Please use your currently federally negotiated indirect costs. If you don't have one, we suggest that you look at the PAPG, which is the Proposal Award Policies and Procedures Guide, and understand the de minimis. Here are some other reminders. Read your award letter. Review your own institutional policies and procedures. Document. Train your staff, PIs, and the grantee supporting organizations like the Sponsored Research Office. Maintain timely and effective lines of communications with your researchers, and we ask that you ask early and ask often. In closing, this is your dedicated Division of Grants and Agreements Robert Noyce team. Again, my name is Denise Martin. Rashawn Ferrier is your team lead. Beatrice Azor is a detail lead assisting us throughout the summer. And Carly Hampton is our student intern. We'll be available for questions and answers on administrative and award questions. We thank you for your time and congratulations on your award as we wish you much success in your research. Thank you.